Hello there and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, this channel is specifically designed to help entrepreneurs that are in the healthcare field learn how to market their business in traditional, proven ways based on value and referrals. So in this video, what I want to talk about is using emails in your marketing. I think email marketing is long dead and is of no use anymore, pretty much, but there are some specific times to use it. Let's face it, email marketing is just boring and people don't pay attention. They get so many spam emails. I know when I wake up in the morning, I have like 20 emails from businesses trying to sell me something and I trash them right away. And you don't want to end up putting all your effort into something that's just going to get trashed. So I it's just my personal feeling. You may have a different experience and you're welcome to try it, but I have not seen it work effectively for small business owners in a very long time. It's just become way too flooded. But there are some times in the healthcare field where it is very important for us to be sending emails. And so I think it's very important that you collect emails on all of your clients. So I'm going to run through some of the very important points where you should be sending out emails. The very first one is receipts. If you are a business that has receipts that people might be submitting to their insurance plan or collecting for their taxes, for example, you're a massage therapist or you are a psychologist or someone like that, people really appreciate having digital emailed receipts. They can pull them up in their email anytime they want. They can save them in a folder for their taxes. It's a very easy thing for them to collect. It doesn't take up space. They're not going to lose it around their house. It's a fantastic thing to do. And pretty much every point of sale system, whether you're using Square or Moneris or any of those ones, nowadays those all have the option for an email receipt, even if the person is paying with cash. So it should be a very easy thing for you to set up in your interface, contact your point of sale provider to see how to do it, and give your clients that option. The vast majority of them are going to choose the option to get an emailed receipt. The other time when it's really important to be able to send an email to people is if you have a recall. Maybe you used some kind of product in your facility that now has a recall and you have to now contact everybody who may be exposed to it. That's a lot easier to do by email than sending out thousands of phone calls. So that's a really good way to use that as well. I wouldn't use it for trying to sell anything, but I would use it to try and explain to someone what your referral program is. A lot of times referral programs are very hard to explain one-on-one, person-by-person basis. So sometimes you just need a really well-written blurb that you've created and you've curated and you send it out maybe 3 days after their first appointment with you, something along those lines. Because you don't want to have to go over this spiel every single time you're talking to people, but you do want to automate it because it is important to your business. It is something that's going to create more customers. So when something's very important to your business, automate it. And then that way, even on your busiest day or your most forgetful day, or when you're thinking about plans for the weekend or you're worried about something with your kids or something like that, you're not going to forget this really important thing in your business. Automation really is the key for consistency. Another thing that's really important to email people is their appointment confirmation and cancellation instructions. That's their way of knowing that it worked. So make sure that you have an email process for that. And lastly, and I think the most important reason really to do that is to get people to leave you reviews. You can ask people until you're black and blue in the face to leave you a review, but unless you have an automatic system in place, especially a system that motivates them in some way to leave that review, some kind of a raffle, a draw, contest, a something, you have to have something in place. Otherwise, people are just too lazy about it, quite frankly. But it's important for your business. So we don't want them to be lazy. We have to combat that laziness. And a good way to combat that laziness is with an incentive. It works on lab rats and lab mice and all that kind of stuff. It even works on customers. It's the truth. Sorry, but it's the way it is. So incentivize them to leave you a review. Now, I'm not suggesting that you incentivize them to leave you a 5-star review or a false review. Just leave an honest review and they're qualified for the incentive. I think once you do that, the people that are most likely to leave a review are the people that are happy with their service anyways. So you're going to get a ton of 5-star reviews from doing that. So those are my suggestions for when to email your clients and on a marketing basis. Like I said, I do not suggest emailing them to try and make a sale. I don't think it works. I think it's a waste of your time. I think those days are gone. Don't bother with that, but still do collect your email addresses from clients for the reasons that I mentioned above.